part of living with cancer is that I go between the city, Philadelphia, and the suburbs a lot. And while I'm in the suburbs, it's really red, it's really scary, it's really icky. And I go on walks a lot at night. I walk a lot. It's good for your body, it's good for healing. And the neighborhood that I walk around in, there's a lot of 4th of July 250 America pride right now. And I'm just really confused on what everyone's proud of. I'm really confused on how you have red, white, and blue blinking lights on your house, or 15 mini American flags, or your front door painted and patriotic things everywhere, because I don't understand what you're proud of right now. I don't understand what you're celebrating, because from where I'm standing, it's just like a really ugly, disgusting time in America, in the world, but mostly America right now. Like, are you celebrating people being afraid to be alive? Are you celebrating women losing their rights? Are you celebrating the epidemic of people starving, of people not having enough food? Are you celebrating people dying of very curable things because they can't afford the medication or the treatment or the doctors? Are you celebrating the billionaires turning into trillionaires while people are literally dying? Are you are you celebrating the fact that the White House was made a fool of, and democracy doesn't mean anything, and there was a UFC pit in the front lawn of what is supposed to be our nation's capital? Are you celebrating a man so full of himself, but also so senile that it's like a little bit terrifying that he has a nuclear button at his disposal? Are you celebrating the people who are going to war and like not wanting to go to war, and like filling out the paperwork more than ever before, trying to petition to not be a part of the heinous wars that are happening that I don't agree with, and they can't get out of it? So like, even the people in the military don't want to be in the military and they can't do anything about it. Are you celebrating the corrupt system that is killing people? Are you celebrating the cops that are supposed to protect us not protecting us? Are you celebrating the war on trans, or the war on queer, or the war on people of color, or the camps that immigrants are getting shoved into against their will? Are you celebrating the data centers that are destroying ecosystems and towns? I really wish I understood what you were proud of. I wish that I could, and I'm really good at putting myself in other people's mindsets and finding what they're seeing. And I can't find it, because in every aspect, it's broken. Food is more expensive than it has been in a very long time. Gas is more expensive than it has been in a very long time. Housing is more expensive than it has ever been. The livable wage is not livable. Minimum wage hasn't moved in what, like 20 years? I feel like I feel like I'm at America's funeral, and only like half the country's aware of it. I feel like I'm watching the death of our democracy. I feel like I'm watching a revolutionary war get its grips on America. And I'm confused what you're celebrating. But then again, people still celebrate the Confederate flag and the Confederate War, and they still have, God, they still have like memorial services in those cemeteries celebrating that fight, which also feels insane to me. But even if you're, right, I'm so sorry. Even if you're part of the laboring class, let's say you're a farmer, are you celebrating the fact that 6 companies own the entire farming industry? Are you celebrating the fact that the way that we grow crops is the most inefficient way possible? And that we're just, killing ecosystems and animals and insects and plants and native species? Are you celebrating the fact that every single year farmers have to throw away viable seeds to buy more seeds from the same company to make a better profit? Are you celebrating the chemicals that are in literally everything? Are you celebrating the fact that cancer patients like myself have to argue with our insurance companies to receive treatment to not die of cancer? And that's just one disease. I could think of hundreds of millions of things that are going wrong with people that they can't get coverage for. Are you celebrating the lack of literacy that's going across America? Are you celebrating the lack of school fundings and concept and backing? I don't know. And even, okay, like let's say you're not a worker, but you're not a farmer, but you're a religious person, right? Is this what your God wanted? Did your God want to watch millions of people suffer? To hurt? To beg for something to change? And why is your God involved in our country's government when there should be a separation of church and state? I I don't understand what is so exciting about the collapse of society. And what's even worse is that the New York City guy is showing us how society could have worked. How if like people just cared, it could have worked. But I do fear that we're so far gone that it's only going to get worse. Are you celebrating the Epstein files and the fact that your president is on them hundreds of times? Are you celebrating the fact that still nothing has been done about the Epstein files? And I don't even know how many children were taken advantage of and R word and S aid over and over and over again, or trafficked to somewhere else. And if you're in the trad community, what are you celebrating? Because isn't isn't something that like he's working on is to make unions not exist anymore? And isn't your whole thing unions? Didn't your president just say that he didn't care about anyone and he loved inflation and he didn't think about anyone else? Are you celebrating that? Are you celebrating that more than half the country is afraid to be alive right now? Is in fear for who they are and their family or someone they love or someone they know? Are you celebrating the lack of humanity? The huge separation between the two halves of people right now? The lack of interconnectedness? The lack of understanding? I don't understand. I don't understand. And I guess I do understand because while on my walk the other day, walking past one of those 250 celebration houses, some guy called me an F slur. So I guess that's the kind of people who are celebrating. I find it really hard to believe, and maybe it's naiveness, but I find it really hard to believe that every single one of those people is okay with all of this. What are you celebrating? I don't know, dude. I don't know.